Welcome back to the Veggie Box unboxing video from Garrett Growers. I'm cooking with Carla today, and she's grown some lovely mint we're going to use in a cucumber mint salad. So let's get started. For this recipe, the fresh ingredients we have are cucumbers, mint, and some sweet onion. And I want to point out that sometimes vegetables are not necessarily pretty. Sometimes they have blemishes, like this guy here on the cucumber has some weird things going on the skin. This one here even has a tiny little end and some bigger things. The rest of the cucumber is actually fine. You can trim out the bad spots and the rest of it will be good. Same thing goes with this onion. Look at this guy. It had some issues. This usually happens with produce whenever you have a period of dry weather and then suddenly we have a lot of moisture. So if it rains really hard after a week of dry weather, the plant, sucks up all that moisture, and the poor fruits can grow so big that they bust. This happens a lot with tomatoes and some other things. This poor onion had that issue. So we're gonna trim that part out. The rest of the onion is absolutely fine. Carla's mint looks really good. Once in a while you'll have with herbs, maybe a leaf that has some holes, and that's fine too. That's just where a little bug has been munching. But there are no bugs on it now. We made sure of that, and we're gonna use this today. While Carla continues chopping that one, I'm gonna trim this cucumber up a little bit. It has some damage here that looks like it may go a little bit deeper. Actually, nope, it's just in the skin. So we're gonna trim that part off because it does feel a little bit rough there. And I'm gonna trim the end off. Here's a little bit more of that heavier damage here. And once that's done, then we'll be able to chop it up just like the other one. And, like I said, inside this cucumber is just fine, even with the surface damage. Looks good. I'll have you chop those up for me. Okay, we're ready to work on the onion. I'm gonna start it and then Carla can finish chopping. I'm gonna trim the top off. And remember, we had this crazy thing going on at the bottom here. So I'm going to slice straight down through here, and we're gonna look and see how far that damage goes. And look at that, it's just surface damage, and that's easily trimmed right out. I'll just use my knife. And the rest of it looks nice and white and beautiful. So I'll let Carla do some slicing here. I think what we'll do is go this way first to make them smaller pieces. And then you can work on slicing. You can take one at a time probably for your hands. It would work better. Alrighty, do some thin slices there. You don't need very much for our recipe, so maybe one wedge will do. Nice.
The mint we're using has very tough stems, so we will be taking off the leaves and using only the leaves for the recipe. And then once you have all the leaves off, you can either rip them or cut them up into the salad so they will be in bite-sized pieces. We are chopping off our mint for the recipe because it goes faster than ripping the leaves up.
This recipe calls for equal parts oil and vinegar, and we're choosing to use apple cider vinegar and olive oil, but you can use white vinegar, you can use white balsamic vinegar would be good in this as well. Just a tad of sugar to offset that vinegar flavor. And we're actually making two versions of the cucumber salad in our family. Some people like raw onions and some don't, so we're going to make one with and one without. We're going to stir this up a little bit and get that sugar dissolved, and then we'll add our mint, and then we'll add our cucumber. Can you stir the other one for me, please? Okay, I think we're ready to add the mint. So you want to start adding the mint, Carla, and I'll stir them for you. Put half in one and half in the other. Good. So pretty. Put onion in one of them and no onion in the other, and then we'll add the cucumber. Okay.
How much cucumber?
Yeah, put it in there till it looks good. Yeah. Okay, put some in the other one. This recipe will taste better if you let it sit for a few hours in the fridge to marinate in this lovely juice, but it's also good straight away. Put more in this one maybe. And that is the recipe. What do you think? Are you ready to taste? I'm gonna try one. Get a piece with a piece of mint on it here. Wow. I'll try a bite of it. It's a little tart, a little sweet. I'll try some more of that mint.
Good.
All right. And there we have it, cucumber salad with mint, with onion and without. Thanks again to the University of Maryland Extension for the use of their kitchen facilities.